Gentlemen, quick question. If a man goes months or years without sex, does his body slowly shut down? Or is that just fear talking? Most men over 60 quietly worry about this, but almost nobody gives a straight answer. You've heard use it or lose it, but here's the truth. That phrase is half myth, half misunderstood biology. I'm Dr. Julia Rhodes, a men's sex therapist who's worked with couples for over a decade, and today I'm going to explain what actually changes, what doesn't, and how to protect your health, even if you're not sexually active right now. And here's the truth most men don't expect. Much of what you've heard is overblown and exaggerated. But some changes do happen, and understanding them matters. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know what's a myth, what's real, and what you can do right now to protect your health and vitality, whether you're sexually active or not. Let's start by dismantling the biggest fears I hear from men every single week. Myth number 1. If I don't use it, it'll completely stop working. That's not how the male body works. Your body doesn't suddenly shut down because you took a break from sex. You're not going to wake up one morning and discover everything is permanently broken. Your nerves, tissues, and hormonal systems are far more resilient than that. Myth number 2. If I go too long without sex, my desire will disappear forever. Also false. Yes, hormones and psychology influence desire, but abstinence doesn't permanently erase libido. The body adapts, and desire often returns when circumstances change. Now, here's the balanced truth. While nothing catastrophic happens, there are measurable physical and psychological shifts that can occur during long periods without sexual activity. They're usually gradual, they're often reversible, and they're absolutely manageable if you understand them. Let me explain this in simple, non-medical language. Your sexual and urinary health rest on 3 core foundations: healthy blood flow, muscle tone, hormonal balance. Think of these as 3 support pillars. When you're sexually active, with a partner or on your own, you're naturally maintaining all 3. Arousal increases blood flow to the pelvic region, keeping tissues nourished and flexible. Orgasm activates and strengthens the pelvic floor muscles. And sexual stimulation interacts with testosterone and other hormones tied to energy, mood, and motivation. When sexual activity pauses for long stretches, those systems don't break, but they can become less responsive. So let's talk specifics. Quick pause. If this is already helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love seeing men around the world taking charge of their health. Change number 1, blood flow and tissue responsiveness. Penile tissue is made largely of smooth muscle that relies on regular, oxygen-rich blood flow to stay elastic. Erections, including nighttime erections, act like natural maintenance. They stretch the tissue and keep it flexible. When erections become less frequent for long periods, the tissue can stiffen slightly, similar to a rubber band that hasn't been stretched in a while. What men notice: erections may take longer to develop. Firmness may feel reduced at first. The key thing to understand? For most men, this is temporary. Once activity resumes, circulation improves and responsiveness often returns. Emotionally, this can be alarming, especially the first time it happens. But knowing it's a reversible biological response can relieve a lot of fear. Change number 2, pelvic floor muscle tone. Your pelvic floor muscles play a role in erections, ejaculation, and bladder control. During orgasm, these muscles contract rhythmically, essentially giving themselves a workout. When sexual activity stops, those muscles may weaken slightly. What men notice: subtle changes in urinary control. Occasional urgency or minor leakage during coughing or movement. Nothing dramatic, but noticeable. Change number 3, testosterone and motivation. Testosterone naturally declines with age, but sexual stimulation helps keep the hormonal system engaged. During extended inactivity, some men experience lower motivation, reduced energy, a general sense of emotional flatness. Libido may drop, which can create a feedback loop. Less desire, less activity, even less desire. Emotionally, this can hit hard. Many men interpret this as losing masculinity, when in reality, it's often a treatable hormonal shift, not a personal failure. Change number 4, mental and emotional effects. Sex isn't just physical, it's neurological and emotional. Regular sexual activity is linked to lower stress, better sleep, improved mood. Part of that comes from hormones like oxytocin and endorphins. When intimacy disappears, men sometimes report increased stress, poorer sleep, feelings of isolation. In relationships, lack of physical connection can slowly create emotional distance. For many men, this is the most painful part, because sex represents connection, affirmation, and feeling desired. Now, here's the most important reassurance I can give you. For the majority of men, especially those in their 50s and 60s with reasonably stable health, these changes are not permanent. When sexual activity resumes, blood flow improves, tissue elasticity increases, muscles strengthen, confidence returns. However, if there are underlying conditions like diabetes, cardiovascular disease, or significant testosterone decline, changes may be more pronounced and may require medical support. That's not failure, that's healthcare. How to protect your health, regardless of sexual activity. Stay physically active. Cardio improves circulation everywhere, including the pelvis. Strength training supports testosterone. Even a 30-minute daily walk matters. Train your pelvic floor. Simple Kegel exercises, contracting the muscles used to stop urination, keep these muscles strong. 3 sets of 10 daily is enough. Maintain sexual function solo. Self-pleasure isn't shameful. It's legitimate health maintenance. It preserves circulation, muscle tone, and neural pathways. Check your hormones. Persistent low energy, low mood, or low desire deserve evaluation. Testosterone testing can be life-changing when appropriate. When to seek medical help immediately. Sudden, complete loss of erections. Pain with erections or ejaculation. Blood in urine. Severe urinary changes. Profound fatigue or depression. Erectile dysfunction can be an early warning sign of cardiovascular disease. Don't ignore persistent changes. Before we close, I want to address something deeply personal. Many men tie their self-worth to sexual performance, so when things shift, shame creeps in. Let me be clear. Your value as a man is not measured by frequency, performance, or erections. Your body is adapting to circumstances, not betraying you. And with the right information and support, vitality can be maintained well into later life. If you're not sexually active due to factors outside your control, being single, caregiving, a partner's health, you are not failing. Life happens. So, do you really use it or lose it? Not in the dramatic way fear suggests. The real takeaway is this: stay informed, stay proactive, listen to your body, and never let embarrassment stop you from seeking help. Your best years are not automatically behind you. If this helped you, share it with a friend, brother, or father. Like the video, subscribe for more honest men's health conversations, and keep taking ownership of your well-being. I'm Dr. Julia Rhodes. Stay healthy, stay informed, and most importantly, stay confident.